So the Packers will be playing a game in London for the first time in 2022. And to promote them going to the UK, the Packers official Twitter account tweeted a Photoshop of several of the Packers basically recreating the Beatles' Abbey Road album cover, right? Conspicuous by his absence from that promotion was one Aaron Rodgers, as Charles Robinson from Yahoo joins the program. Charles, I'll put it to you quite simply. Given everything we've heard over the last week and change since we last talked to you, since we last did a live show, is Aaron Rodgers going to be a Packer? Is he going to be on another roster, or is he going to be on the couch / on vacation come week 1 of 2022?
Really, this is the one you expect me to have the answer for right now?
Yes.
The unanswerable answer.
Right now. Answer the question. Man. You're under oath.
I will say this. I am reading the tea leaves on this one, and I still think if you pay attention to the money, what makes sense to me is that they are working to keep him. Okay. And David Bakhtiari restructures his deal, their left tackle. Okay. There's everyone out there in the NFL believes that Davante Adams is getting the franchise tag. These are the kinds of moves that I think, are in preparation for a long-term deal. Now that's, and when I say a long-term deal, I mean, there's going to be a lot of money. I think there's going to be voidable years if they get this done. And the Packers are going to try and open up a couple-year window here. Now, that said, it's odd to me, frankly, that we're right now about to head to the combine and this is still unresolved. And I talked to somebody, a league source today, and just sort of about what the spotlight's going to be on. And he said, just paraphrasing him here, but he was like, look, there's 3 of the top 5, 6, 7 quarterbacks in the league are on the minds of 12 general managers. And, he's like, between Rodgers, Kyler Murray, and Deshaun Watson, that's what everyone's going to be talking about this week. They're not going to be talking about the draftable quarterbacks. They're going to be talking about what's going on with Aaron's future, what the hell's going on with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, and what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. When is that at? We're almost a year
Russell
removed
Wilson,
now.
too. Don't forget him.
And Russ. It's interesting though, because Russ is the one that kind of feels like it's fallen behind those other 3. I think it's just because it's sort of how did the dominoes stack up, and the thought process is Rodgers is the first one. Watson and Russ, and then eventually Kyler. But with Kyler, I don't think anyone really fully expects anything's going to happen there. It's just, will this get worse? It's getting very public, which isn't great for them.
So, all
but
right.
Rodgers. Okay, so let me answer that question. For Rodgers, I think he's going to be with the Packers. However, I have discomfort saying that because of the fact that we're still here at the beginning, the doorstep of March. We still don't know what exactly those plans are, but I fully expect the next 10 days in Indianapolis, the next 7 days in Indianapolis, whatever it is, we're going to get the answer to that, because it's the hand will be tipped one way or another.
Yeah, all right. So as I'm listening to you, I'm imagining, playing a game, lights go out, and quarterbacks are with the teams that we know them to be associated with. The lights come on. Sounds like they're going to have the same jerseys on. Like Aaron Rodgers is going to be at Green Bay. Kyler Murray's going to be with the Cardinals. Deshaun Watson, I feel like we keep saying he's going to go here, but nothing happens. Maybe is he the most likely quarterback to change teams? And if so, where's he going?
I guess he's the most likely, but he's also the one that I spoke with an NFC team that was very interested in him. And I got the question put to me. They called me and they're like, what's going on with this? Because they had this, a hearing on motions and all this stuff. And this was a team that wanted an update. And I said, are you still interested? Like, what's the deal? Does this mean you're interested? And this guy was like, no, we're not interested. I'm like, well, why are you calling me? Like, why are you asking a question about this guy then? There's definitely a fascination out there with like how this is going to be resolved, or if it's going to be resolved. But everyone that you talk to that had any level of interest is saying the same thing. It's completely, nothing has changed. Like it's completely unknowable. There are way too many unknowns for anyone to make a move here. So how does it really resolve itself? It doesn't. I think there is a very real possibility that we will get into April. Now, the criminality, the element of the grand jury, there's supposed to be an answer one way or another, I think, for Deshaun Watson's camp by April 1st. That's the expectation they have, okay? Well, whether they'll find out whether or not he needs to plead to anything coming out of the grand jury. Once that's resolved, I believe, at least from what it looks like, how the court proceedings are going right now, that when they go through all these motions, it sounds like at the very least one of these civil suits is going to go into a courtroom. And when I say one, I mean the first one is going to get into a courtroom this offseason. It feels that way. Like it's really going to happen. And, you know, I even if you get past the grand jury, say Deshaun Watson doesn't need to plead anything, a team is still going to have to grapple with, okay, there's 22 of these. If one goes in, does that mean they're all going to end up in court? Like, well, how is this going to go? Are any of these going to get settled? It's, you know, so I don't think there's a resolution there. I don't feel like any team feels safe in any way, shape, or form in dealing for Deshaun Watson right now. So I think there's a possibility he could be on that roster until the draft again.
Charles, I'm so jealous, man, because after this, you're going to record a podcast and you're hitting the road for Indy. I just think back to our memories, those nights walking those frozen Indianapolis streets at the Combine, which is about the draft prospects. I mean, it's really an NFL convention, and so much league business gets done in terms of trades and free agents or whatever, but it's supposed to be about the prospects, many of whom choose not to work out. I saw Evan Neal from Alabama's not going to work out. I think I saw Matt Corral's not throwing. Derek Stingley's not working out, but I don't even want to talk about them. Are you ready to talk about players? Because there's one player I'm fascinated by, and this is my favorite player of this draft. I'm telling you right now, Michael, I'm going to be who you think it is? Who you think it is?
Oh, it's not our guy. Okay, sorry, I thought you were talking about Thibodeau.
Kayvon? No, well, I love Kayvon Thibodeau, but that's too easy. I don't know if you're not prepared to talk about this, Charles, that's fine. Just do me a favor and gather as much intel as you can from Indy about it. But I am most fascinated about how high Matt Araiza, a.k.a. the punt god, is going to go. That's my favorite player in this draft. Because yes, I am nerding out over a punter. I would gladly take that sucker in the second round, if necessary, to ensure that I get him. So I want to know what GMs are saying about the punter and where he might go. That is the player that I'm most excited about this entire draft.
Round 5.
Too late. He won't be there. He won't be there, Michael. That's why I was a better franchise player in Madden than you were, because he won't be there. If you want him, you got to take him, Charles. What are you hearing about the punt guy?
Nothing. I mean, sorry. I mean, I will ask the question.
I mean, is he working? Is he lifted? What if he lifts out of his mind? What if he runs a ridiculous 40 for a punter? What if he got like vertical for a punter?
I didn't know I was going to have homework assigned to me in today's show, but that's fine. I'll ask. I mean, there's no question. That's it. That's interesting. We'll see. But no, I've not had any conversations about the punter. I tend to focus.
You should.
Near the top.
No, let me tell you something. We are talking about Aaron Rodgers' future in part because of what? Freaking special teams. It's 1/3 of the game, or at least it used to be, Michael. This dude flips the field.
No. We're talking about, you know why we're talking about?
Fine.
You know why we're talking about Aaron Rodgers' future? We're talking about Aaron Rodgers' future because Aaron Rodgers didn't play well. No, because he didn't play well in the NFC Championship
Well, that too.
I'm sorry, in the divisional round. He didn't play well in the divisional round. That's why we're talking about his future. He needs to play better. And which reminds me, just real quick, Charles, on Aaron Rodgers. Do you think I feel like they've done everything they can. This is a switch for me. I really feel like the Packers have done a good job of surrounding him with what he would need to win a championship. Are they missing anything? Is there Is there another layer that they could add to make things better for him? Because I think they've done everything. What do you think?
I don't know, man. Like, look at Cincinnati, right? Like, how does Cincinnati end up in the Super Bowl, right? Look at the skill positions. Would you take Mixon, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins over Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams? Okay, those two are great, right? And then who else? Two other guys. Right. I mean, okay, Dylan's that's a rotation. So okay, we can include him. I'm is there an argument to be made that there are some other, teams of better skill position players than Rodgers, or is Rodgers elevating some of these guys? That's an argument to be made. But as you said,
Rodgers don't get hit nowhere near as much as Joe Burrow does. As a counter argument,
he doesn't. That's right. True. But I also think Rodgers is. You have to give him some credit for that. He knows to get the ball out really fast. The way he plays.
I'm just saying the Packers have built a complete team. Like, I mean, they invest their resources.
They were the number one. Guys, they were number one seed in the NFC. Okay, like exactly. You number one seed in the NFC. You had the road through your house, right? That's all we talked about. Get the road through Lambeau, right? Oh, Lambeau in January.
Yeah, man. Like,
and then you lose to the 49ers. Like, come on. Like, it's
what is it?
So, yo,
my math, make sure my math is right. Is it 39-10 the last 3 years?
Sounds about right.
39-10.
So, hey, enjoy the combine. I'm there with you in spirit. I will live vicariously through you.
That should come.
And tell me about Matt and Raisin.
Come. Why don't you guys come to the combine?
We can.
That's above our pay grade.
Well, we didn't plan.
It's ridiculous.
Don't count us out yet.
It's a cheap ticket.
Okay.
I may sneak up. Can I crash with you? Can we sleep head to foot, Charles?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
That's too much.
I'll clean up after myself. I'm a very neat house guest.
All right. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.